Hey, everybody. It's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? Welcome to our show. Tonight is Tuesday, November 21st. Hit that promo, Leo.
Big fish, small pond, days free and my nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. I'm as famous, I'm as famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am.
Hi, everybody. We're so glad you're here. So, November 21st, 2023. Oh my God, it's flying by. I don't know about anybody else, but this year really flew by. I know people say that all the time, but I guess it was because we're back in business and everybody's really flourishing and people are working hard and shows are open and things like that. So, that might be part of it. But I'm so happy that we're all here together and that people come back every week. We really appreciate you. Danielle of D's Enlightened Edits has joined us. Happy Tuesday and happy Thanksgiving week, Maria and Leo. Thankful for you, as we are for you, Danielle. You're not in black. I am shocked. You are so observant, Danielle. Let me tell you why, because I am wearing my Thanksgiving shirt with the Peanuts characters on it, and they only had it in gray and I ordered it. I always have my special T-shirts. So, and they only had it in gray, so that's why I'm wearing my. I love Peanuts. If I could be in any cartoon or anything, I would love to be a Peanuts character. Maybe I'll have to get someone to draw. What would my Peanuts character be? Interesting. Thanks, Danielle, for asking. Jamie Marie has joined us. The fabulous Jamie Marie of Velvet Stardust, who was on our show a while back with Rosie Corcoran. Wow, what a great show that was. Jamie is doing a ton of stuff. Jamie, you got a big show coming up, I think, in LA, right? Why don't you type in when that is? I know she's going to be, I think it's called Whiskey Bar or Whiskey something. Type it in, Jamie. Let's promo that. We have tons of friends in LA. Our friend Ed Kutu of Blade Salon has joined us. Blade Salon in Rocky Hill, Connecticut. Eddie, I know this is a big time of year for you. Happy almost Thanksgiving, friends. Eddie and I went to high school together. And at my high school, I don't know about anybody else's high school, but we always had rivalry football games. So our rival was North Reading, Stoneham High School. Our rival was North Reading. And we used to go to those games. It was a really big deal. So we would go to those games on a Thursday morning, on Thanksgiving morning, and Eddie was in the marching band. And Eddie is a very serious marching band person. He was part of many, many, many competitions for many years after high school. And he still is a big part of all that and follows that. And I know our friend Peg Gallagher, she does a lot of that. Mary Riley, all these great people we went to high school with, they're still very involved in marching band competitions and things like that. So it just reminds me of Thanksgiving. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Now, I do want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And that is this Thursday in 2 days. Tomorrow is a big day in New York City because if you are someone that enjoys the Macy's Day Parade, and who doesn't, usually you put it on. No matter where you are in the country, you turn it on because it starts. I think all the coverage starts at 8 in the morning, and they just play it all day, and then the parade starts, and it usually ends by about 1. But I remember even when I lived in Stoneham, my mother and I would be cooking, and we always had the parade on in the background. But if you're in New York tomorrow night, by any chance, in New York City, there's a really cool thing that happens here the night before Thanksgiving, and that's that they blow up the balloons. And so if you go to the Upper West Side, usually in the 70s, I think it's like 81 is the cutoff, and then like 70, all those streets, just walk up and down Central Park West and Columbus Avenue, and in between, those streets in between are gigantic balloons as they're blowing them up. And it's just like such a New York thing to do. It's just amazing. I can't say enough about it. It'll really put you in the spirit. And turn on that parade, because you know what? It's something that brings all of us together. I personally am a huge fan of Thanksgiving, as was my mom. It was her favorite holiday. And I just, as years go by, things change and sometimes we forget. Christmas is really big and the holidays are really big and New Year and all that stuff, Hanukkah. And we sometimes forget about Thanksgiving. But Thanksgiving is such an important holiday because it's when we are grateful for each other and grateful for the beautiful lives that we have, or absence of bad things in the lives that we do have. So I am grateful for all of you and happy that you're here. Now, let us bring on our amazing sidekick, Leo Rodriguez. Where is he? Ah! Hi, Leo. How are you?
Hi, my love. I love Tuesdays.
I love Tuesdays too, and I
really do.
I am very grateful for you. Where would I be without Leo Rodriguez? Oh my God, my right hand man, my guy Friday. Eddie Kutu says, "Hi, hi, Sloan. Hi, Patty. Sloan and Patty are here. Oh my goodness. Well, that's exciting. Okay, so now
Thanks,
things
Rick.
are starting to heat up. So Rick Sudi Caritas has joined us. Now, not only is Rick Sudi Caritas going to be on our show in a few weeks, I think the same night as Dominic Pupa. Look out. That might be next week.
Oh my goodness.
I
Hi,
know.
Weather Girl.
That is going to be, oh my God, the weather girl has joined us, Rena Cunelli-Berge, my cousin from Massachusetts. I love Tuesday too, and we love you, and you're just as much a part of our Tuesdays as Leo is.
How you feeling, our little Rena?
I know,
she
she
was
was
a little
under the weather.
Under the
Yeah.
weather.
Under the weather, but I think she's feeling a little bit better. We are so glad you're feeling better, Rena. I'm going to just pop this on. Hold on a second. I want to pop on our show because sometimes it helps me to see who the other people are that are popping on the show. I'm having a little trouble with that tonight. I don't know why. But anyway, and Rick is going to be on our show. I believe it's next week, right? Right, Rick? Yeah, Rick is a great writer, comedy writer, and writes really funny songs and is doing all kinds of great things and making videos. And Dominic Pupa is our wild and wacky friend from Long Island originally. We have a Long Island guest tonight. And, Dee from Dee's Enlightened Edits is a Long Island girl. So,
Jeez. So are you talking about Rick from the 2024 calendar?
yes. Okay, folks, you have been waiting for it. I can't even hold it. It's so hot. Now, I do have to disclaimer here. So this is our calendar. We always have a calendar every year, and they're usually bigger than this. And this year, it's a little smaller because the company that we normally order from discontinued the size that they usually use. And so it was either go with a big calendar or go with a smaller calendar. So we went with a different company. It's a little thinner. However, that's the bad part. The good news.
It's only because you're going to need it to fan yourself so much.
My sister actually preferred it. She liked that it's lighter and it's less expensive. So our old calendars were 15. These are 10, and you get 12 months of super duper hotties wearing nothing but the apron. So this is the What's the Story with Maria, Nothing But the Apron calendar. There they all are on the back. Could you just die? We can't show you too much of it, but if you want to order one, please let us know. If you want them for Christmas presents, please let us know. Unless you're in the city, and then we can work it out. I can either deliver them to you or you can come.
Rick Sudi Caritas, you hear what he said?
What'd he say? What'd he
He
say?
said size matters.
You know what? Size does matter. And this is a nice compact size because you don't always need the biggest size. Sometimes the biggest size doesn't fit on certain walls. It's not appropriate in certain places. Sometimes you need a little pocket size. I'm feeling much better, says Rena. We're so glad you're feeling better, honey bunny.
Yeah, she says it takes a lot to keep a weather girl down. That's right.
I know. We're glad that you're feeling better, honey. I'm so glad. So, Rick, we were supposed to wear the apron. Rick, you are wearing the apron. So he is Mr. June, and I'm very excited about that.
Well, we have some hot topics tonight. Dee came back with size doesn't matter at all. Size doesn't matter to all.
I love that. And now let's talk about Dee. So Dee is our friend. She is a spiritual medium, a healer, a reader, just incredible. She does spirit animal readings. I had a quantum session. That's what I recommend. Number one thing I recommend with Dee. If you go to her website at Dee's Damsel Designs, DAMCL Designs.com, It's an amazing website. You go to it, and what I got was the Quantum Session, which I highly recommend. I also gifted it to a few people for Christmas, and it was an amazing gift that went farther than a Christmas gift. People really enjoyed it. So I suggest that. Go and check out Dee's website. I know a lot of my friends have already had readings, and they've all been super blown away. So I can't say enough about Dee of Dee's Enlightened Edits. Thank you, Dee.
Can we say happy birthday to? Well, I guess we can tease everybody with a little bit of the calendar, since we have a birthday girl on the calendar, or belated birthday girl.
Oh, okay. So this is last year's calendar. I mean, no, I'm sorry. This year's calendar.
Year's calendar.
The 2023. Yes, it was her birthday. Lori Towers, who is an amazing friend of ours. She is. Leo, why did you tell us about Lori? I mean,
Lori is a producer. She is a publicist. She is she's in charge of that guy that's right next to her.
Right. Who is that?
That's John Pietaro.
John Pietaro, who is the leader of the local 802 Musicians Union. They are journalists, musical journalists. They are instrumentalists. He plays the drums. She plays the bass. They're amazing musicians.
He's a great poet, and also a poet like reciter. He's just really, they're really great. They're very vocal, and they also have a wonderful Wednesday night radio program on Beneath the Underground and on WFMU.org in Sheena's Jungle Room. So if you go to WFMU.org, where it says there, go to click on Sheena's Jungle Room, and then on Wednesdays at 10 p.m. between 10 and the witching hour, Beneath the Underground with John Pietaro and Lori Towers, and it is great. They're like such historians and know so much about the music that they play, and it's not just it's Lower East Side celebratory, but it's also jazz, and it's punk, and it's rock, and there's poetry and poetry music. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. You will not be bored. You know what I usually do? I listen to it the next day, because Wednesday nights I work at the Duplex, but I listen to it the next day during the day, or I listen to it, when I get home and I'm cooking. I love to listen to it. And it's really cool. You can stop it because it streams. You can stop it and then go back to it and listen. It's great.
And I believe that this is the last Thursday of the month, or Wednesday of the month, which means that Beneath the Underground goes eccentric behavior, and Lori takes over the controls, and she celebrates women and powerful women. I've even heard a Gentili song on this radio station,
and a Lynn Portis song.
A lot, yes.
Lynn Portis songs.
And Michelle Schock? We've some of our guests that have been on there as well. It's really, it's wonderful.
Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. If you love music history, especially in New York City, you're going to love that show. So WFMU, check out Lori Towers and John Pietaro. It's Sheena's Jungle Room. Lynn Portis has joined us. I don't know if anybody knows, but genius. It's Lynn Portis' birthday today.
Happy birthday, Lynnie.
We love Lynn Portis. You know, Lynn's my best friend in the whole world. We've been friends for over 30 years. We've written a ton of songs together, and we are always rooting for each other. It's a nice person to have on your side. Lynn Portis.
She's so wonderful.
Now, oh my God, speaking of Portis, there's Robert Portis, who is Lynn's brother, a very handsome brother, I might add. And we are going to have their cousin, Michael Rodriguez, Dr. Michael Rodriguez, joining us in a few minutes. And I'm very excited. Actually, Robert, Michael and you look like brothers. It's very cute. You could see a family resemblance there, which I love. Tell me more, Maria. I know. We're going to know more. Now, Leo, you did something really cool this week.
Oh, I did.
Tell us about it.
Finally, our cabaret performed. This is a shot from behind the scenes. I was the announcer and running sound at the same time. And this was our sing-along of Que Sera Sera. And we just got a wonderful review in our local paper about the stories. We didn't think we were going to have a lot of reservations, but you can see right there we have about 50 people in our audience.
So sweet.
Yep, and everyone was enthralled with the stories. I'm really proud of the team and what they accomplished. And some of the, we kind of take for granted, I think sometimes, the fact that we're in New York, or we're not in New York. I'm not in New York anymore, but the piano bars and the cabarets and such. And so I just decorated our town hall like that, and you can see this below, with our cabaret tables. We built all that so we can have an investment for the future. Candle lights. There's some of the performers, and then I rigged my own stage lights.
Oh my God, Leo, you are something else. You really are.
And we created the mise en scène, as my former college director would tell us. You must create the mise en scène so they feel like they're in it. So
I love it. I love it. It's wonderful, and I hear it was a huge success. You got a really nice review, and that's great, honey. I'm very, very proud of you.
Yeah, they were pretty lined up. I'm excited. So hopefully the next one will be even better.
Oh,
even better.
You know what? You learn from what you do. First of all, you changed a lot of lives, which is great. People love to sing. We forget how much singing is so healing, performing is so healing, and it's just great to spread the word musically.
There was one moment it was really great moments, but there was one moment, the lady I was just showing you, she had a second song, which was Dream a Little Dream.
Yeah.
And she got overtaken by emotion of telling her story. And she's a very high, very sweet soprano, Miss Gigi. And when she sang her second song, everybody, because she was having trouble, the whole audience sang with her. And the first time I put Que Sera Sera in the pamphlet, just like they used to do in Tin Pan Alley when they wanted people to sing,
Yeah.
So, but the second song I didn't put in there, and still they all joined in to sing with her, and it was just a great community moment that reminded me of being upstairs at Duplex, or being in the Duplex, or being at Stonewall with you guys when everybody would sing together. And I feel like I was able to, because of the love I have for you guys, bring a little bit of that love here to this cabaret.
Music is so healing. Oh my God, it's so healing.
And that's what I keep telling them. Music is magic, and that's why we're here tonight. And they love it. I
love it. That's beautiful, Leo. You did a really good thing for your community, and they're not going to forget it. And hopefully next year you do another one. John Pietero has joined us. How much do we love John? He is, of course, he and his beautiful bride, Lori, are Mr. and Mrs. November in our 2023 calendar. So most of you already
look at that birthday girl.
And
look
listen,
at that belated birthday girl.
If anybody ever wants to collect the old, we have a 2022 calendar as well. I do still have just like a handful from the other years if anybody ever wants to collect those. But we have our new calendar with 12 new hotties. Amazing. Some of it is very funny. And some of it is really like, woo! Leo said that he was on fire at the apartment.
I live in the forest. I had to really secure my wires to not start a fire up here.
I know, honey, and I really appreciate that. You're putting yourself in danger for the good of our calendar.
And then to make sure that those pictures were, it was just.
Of course they're going to be worth a lot of money. Now, so it was Lori's birthday this week. Happy birthday, sweet, sweet, wonderful Lori. We love you. Speaking of Lori, there's a Lori Schultz that has joined us. Says happy birthday, Lynn. Welcome, Lori Schultz. Claudia Achera, my friend and Lynn's friend. I met her through Lynn. She's amazing vocalist, amazing guitar player. She plays bass. She's an engineer. Just incredible. So we love her. Let's see if we missed anybody. Oh, D of D's Enlightened Edit says, I have this is really important, everybody. I have a special on sessions, readings, and gift certificates starting tomorrow night at midnight, by the way. All of them are buy one, get one 15% off from tomorrow night midnight until December 3rd. I cannot stress that these are incredible gifts. Nobody pays me to promote anything. I promote who and what I love, things that move me. These sessions are incredible. They're life-changing, and you will feel better. And Detox to the Other Side, if you're wondering what all that means, and medium and psychic, if you want to connect with someone that has passed on, Dee's your girl. And I don't have to say anything.
I think you should go for that special because it ends on my birthday. So it's the Leo birthday special. So you should order that now for yourselves.
Wait, so next year?
And I honor that too. I give you that honor for my birthday from Danielle.
Oh
So
my
make
God,
sure
I
you
love
celebrate
it,
it.
love it, love it, love it.
That
Okay.
help, Danielle?
Yes. So now we have a really special guest tonight. I was talking with Lynn Portis, genius, the other day, and she has many times talked about her cousin Michael, Dr. Michael Rodriguez, the same last name as you, no relation. And she says he does this amazing thing every year. He's a pediatrician and internal doctor of internal medicine, and he does this amazing thing called the Master Elf, where he gives back to his community. And I was so moved. I said, Lenny, call him right now, see if we can get him on the show. And I am so glad to say that he was available, and he is joined. The Master Elf is joining us tonight. His name is Dr. Michael Rodriguez. Leo, can we zoom him on?
Yep, I'm going to replace one Rodriguez with the other. Watch.
I love it.
Hi,
Michael. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great, honey. So good to see you. We're so happy you could make it.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me on your show.
Of course, and you're Lynn's cousin. How can we go wrong?
I know. Happy birthday to my sweet, lovely cousin Lynn.
Now, how are you two related?
So my mother and her father are brother and sister.
Okay, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. That's fantastic. Okay, so Michael, you are tell us, you are a pediatrician and internal medicine, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, and where?
So out on Long Island in Suffolk County, I have an office in Port Jefferson, and I've been practicing now for about 20 years. And in the last couple of years, I've started to segue into doing a few other things, including launching the Master Elf a few years ago, back in 2020.
Okay, so tell us what Master Elf is. If people don't know what that is, what is it?
So the Master Elf is a nonprofit organization, and the aim of our organization is to raise money and collect donations so that we can give gifts to sick and underprivileged children in need that are in our community that don't have people in their lives that could otherwise provide them with something that'll put a smile on their face during the holiday season. And
Wow.
you know, our organization, we firmly believe that every child deserves to smile, and so our work is not going to be done until we're able to offer all the children that reach out to our organization a gift.
So you go out and buy gifts for kids and
Yes, we do.
and
So
you deliver them?
yes. So, we work with a few different organizations. We work with a residential treatment center. We have offered gifts to Stony Brook Children's Hospital. We have worked with various homeless shelters.
Wow.
And then there are actually multiple individual families within the community who haven't been able to afford gifts for their children, and they reach out to us on an individual basis. And we ask for the wish list, and we have a bunch of our elves from the elf squad, as I like to
I love this.
as I like to call them. And we literally go out, we do some shopping, and we make arrangements to deliver the gifts to the family.
Oh, this is so beautiful. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. And do you dress as elves?
So we have a very special Master Elf mascot. And he's actually been specifically asked by some of the individual families to knock on the door dressed as the Master Elf.
I love it.
So if you look at our logo, the Master Elf, he dresses exactly like that.
I love it.
And the person who plays that part is my nephew, Robert Rodriguez. So he's a very important part of our organization.
Oh, this is so beautiful. And what did this come out of, Michael? Is this something that just popped into your head one day, or what? Explain what moved you to create this beautiful, beautiful thing.
So it's a movement that's been in evolution for many years. But I feel blessed in my life. Okay, when I was growing up, we had some hard times. I would say that, our family was more in the lower middle class range. And sometimes it was difficult for our parents to get us some of the things that we needed. But despite that, our parents still were always able to think about other people. And there was never a time when I would go out to the store with my mom when we were younger and, walk by the Salvation Army individuals standing outside of Macy's ringing their bell.
Mm.
And as little as we had, my mom would always find enough to put into that bucket. During those telethons that you would see back in the old days with the Cerebral Palsy Foundation, okay? My father would always be on the phone calling in his donation. So even though they didn't have, they found a way to give to others who had even less or
Wow.
who they thought needed it more.
Oh, I love that.
That always stuck with me. And I have two children of my own, Anthony and Marissa. They are now 16 and 17 years old. And as they were growing older, and I saw all the things that they had and where they didn't necessarily come to understand that they were as lucky as they were, and that there were other children in the world that were much less fortunate, I thought of reaching out to other children in the community as a way to make them understand that we need to help others in this life, that we do have a sense of social responsibility. And so, in trying to devise a way to teach them this all important lesson, we came up with the idea of the Master Elf, which was actually a story in the making that goes back to many, many years ago when I was a resident in medical school, a resident after medical school at Stony Brook University Hospital. And we had a Christmas Eve celebration with my family. And at that time, two of my cousins' children were around 10 years old or so. So they still had all that faith and belief in Santa Claus, and they were talking about what they might be getting that night. And me being the endearing cousin that I was, I told them that I was a little concerned about the fact that on that particular night, Santa Claus may not be coming to town because I had word from colleagues of mine that he was sick.
Wow.
And so throughout the night, they kept checking in with me to see if I knew Santa's status. And so by the end of our holiday celebration with family, I had told them that I was on the way to the hospital. I was going to make sure that we did everything that we could do to have Santa have a full recovery so that he could deliver gifts that Christmas Eve.
Wow.
And so the next day they had their gifts. So they knew that me and my team had developed a way to make Santa healthy that night.
Oh, that's so great.
And so translate that many years later, where I have my own children, and I told them that we had this wonderful occasion to help Santa Claus in a night that he was very sick, and that my friends and I helped to save Christmas. And
I love it.
As a result of that, Santa appointed me his honorary Master Elf.
I love this. This is great.
So from that story, and in the idea that I really wanted to show my children how to give back, we created the Master Elf Incorporated.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now let's scroll. How do people donate to the Master Elf if they want to?
So you can actually go right to our website, which is themasterelf.org. And on the homepage, if you scroll down, there's actually a donation site where people can donate directly right online. See that direct online donation?
Yes.
If you click that donate now button, it'll open up and you could either pay through PayPal or it'll open up another way for you to pay through a credit card. So if you don't have a PayPal account, you can enter in whatever credit card information you have.
I love
it. And for people that don't like to use automatic payments, you could actually just mail us a check directly to our P.O. Box, which is out here in Suffolk County in Smithtown, New York.
Beautiful. And that goes to delivering gifts to underprivileged children.
Exactly. So we take the funds that we raise and we try to fulfill as many wishes as possible.
Wow, that's beautiful.
For children directly in the community living with their families, or children living in residential treatment centers, or sick children at Stony Brook Children's Hospital. So we try to do what we can to help as many children as we can. And so the more help we have from our donors and our supporters, the more children we can help.
That's so beautiful, honey. That's really, really beautiful. Is there a certain day that you deliver, or do you deliver throughout the Christmas holiday?
So it's throughout the Christmas holiday. So depending on, you know, where the deliveries need to be made and who's available to help us make the deliveries, we'll schedule certain days and certain times with the families. I work with certain social workers in other organizations at the residential treatment centers. We're able to do a big drop off. I'll make arrangements with the child health service at Stony Brook to make a delivery there. So it's really on a case by case basis, whatever seems like it works for them and whatever seems like it works for us.
Okay, and Danielle asked a very good question. When is the donation cutoff for the holiday?
So we actually don't have a donation cutoff because we consider it rolling. If you donate something that we can't utilize right now, we keep it in our storage area and we can use it for some time next year.
Okay,
and there have
wonderful.
been some other occasions that have, occasionally people have reached out to us to help with gifting for their children's birthday or something like that, which even though it's not our number one goal, like I said, we want to help everybody in any way that we can.
I love that. Now, our friend Anthony Fett, who you know,
Yes.
last year at his show had the Master Elf on all his flyers, and he is a big fan of what you do out there. And I think he was just out there recently, right? With
Yeah, we had a fundraiser about a week and a half ago, and we had about 160 people show up to this event to help to, give support to our cause. And my sweet cousin Lynn and Anthony and a good friend of mine, Joe Gentili, no relation to you.
oh wow, how cool
but
is that?
but the three of them provided some grand entertainment for us during that event, which was just about a week and a half ago.
Oh, how
The
beautiful.
Yeah, and honestly, I couldn't put together our fundraising event without so many people that help us, including
Oh, is
those
that
three
it right there?
individuals.
That's wow.
So what you're seeing there is actually a video, I think, from 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
that was previously posted. But there's probably a video from this year's event too, which was held at a slightly different location. But the goal of all of those events is the same: bring together family, friends, and community for a common cause and a common goal. And
Oh,
that
I love
goal
that.
is to put a smile on the face of every child.
That's beautiful, honey. What a beautiful, beautiful, selfless thing to do. So we do want to remind you that, this Friday is Black Friday, right? So we have Thanksgiving, then Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, but Tuesday, so it's like Cyber Monday. There's always something, but Tuesday is Giving Tuesday. And I know there's a lot of great organization, and of course, choose the one that you moves you. But if you are someone that has a little extra to spare, where you can give to your charity as well as Michael Rodriguez, Dr. Michael Rodriguez's charity, the Master Elf, please do. We will keep posting that. And also, Michael, I'm going to, after the show, I'm going to post it on our website, on our page, so that people
Right.
have it. And I'll keep it up there for the whole holiday season. So if you're
Thank
looking
you.
for
We
something,
appreciate that.
oh my goodness, of course, my pleasure. And I too will donate. I can't wait to get on there after the show and donate. Something like this makes you feel so good. And even on hard days, like today, I was just having one of those days. I always make a gratitude list of what is good in my life, because so many
Mhm.
people do not have what we have. Leo,
Yeah.
did you want to say something?
The link is in our description now, so if you guys want to click on it now, you guys can go onto it.
Okay,
It's there.
beautiful, honey. That's fantastic. Themasterelf.org. You can do it now. You can do it after the show or whenever
you.
is convenient for you. And we know we have a lot of wonderful people that check in with the show. How can you watch the show? You can watch it on YouTube at What's the Story. You go to YouTube and type in What's the Story with Maria. This is episode 323. And also it runs live on my Facebook page. It runs live on Leo's, and it also runs live on our What's the Story with Maria page. So Michael, were you someone that as a kid was involved in things like this as well? Or how did it affect your life as a kid? How were you someone that was involved in working with organizations, or were you a kid that benefited from these organizations?
So,
How does this hit home for you?
yeah, so my family didn't always have everything that we needed, and at the same time, we had everything that we needed, which was really each
Yeah.
other. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
And all of my brothers and sisters have a very special part of this organization. My mother, before she passed away, was very proud that we had launched this organization, because she was always of the belief that even if you didn't have, somebody always had a little less,
Mm,
and do what you can to help the next person.
yep.
And that was something that she instilled in each and every one of us. I'm one of six children, and so I really look at this as a family organization, okay?
Yes.
And every
Absolutely.
one of my brothers and sisters has held their own special part in this. And together we want to spread the word of our organization and spread the word to all of the community about some of the underprivileged children or sick children that could be out there that just need somebody to give them a helping hand.
Yeah, and
Okay.
also it is a helping hand, but it's also something that does the heart good. When you're a little person and something like that happens, you never forget that. You feel that you're not forgotten. You feel loved, and you feel that your world it goes from a small world to it opens up, and you believe in things. I just think it's absolutely wonderful. And I can't say enough. I mean, even as a kid, I was always involved with charities because my mother was one of those people that always volunteered, always knitted things, always donated her time to different organizations. She was very involved. And so I and my sister were involved because of that. And I love that you involve your kids as well.
Yeah, I mean, my kids are part of the what we like to term the Elf Squad,
Hmm.
and there are different roles on the Elf Squad. Some
Yeah.
people are in charge of shopping. Some people are in charge of fielding the calls from family members or organizations. But we work together to try to put a smile on the face of every child.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's beautiful. Now, Danielle did ask if people can go directly to some charities have where you can go directly to Amazon and then send it. Do you have one of those options, or do you prefer
So
just a donation?
because we like to actually specifically fulfill the specific wishes of children,
Yeah,
we like to collect the wishes, and a lot of times we don't get those wishes until the last minute, and
right,
so we need to be able to hit the ground running, get the people in our organization in the stores or purchasing it online. So
right.
as of right now, we don't have that master wish list that people could just select from. But for people that might submit certain wishes earlier on, we're hoping to have something like that develop in the future.
I love that. Now, Lynn Portis, our friend, Lynn Portis Genius, we call her because we know she is, said that you are also a Scorpio. Is that right?
Yes, I am.
Well, this is Scorpio season. We have a lot of Scorpio watchers right now. So, when's your birthday, Michael? Do you mind telling us?
November 3rd.
November 3rd. That is fantastic. So, happy birthday, honey.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday that passed. And we're glad you're here. And send the money. John Pitero says, send the money. Don't support non union Amazon. Okay, good to know. Yes, we're all union people here. And also, as Michael said, then you can specifically, they can fulfill the wishes of these children and
Yeah,
all
we
that.
have a number of people in our organization that will go out and do the specific shopping for the specific wishes. Okay. And that's what we want to do. We want to put a smile on the face of every child, fulfill as many wishes as we can.
I love that. Now, Rena Crunelli Berge, my cousin, from Massachusetts is watching. She is also Scorpio. And she says, and I do believe this is true, Scorpios get things done. Absolutely. I mean, look at Lynn, look at Lori Towers. It's true. They do get things done. So
It's the passion within us.
yes, I love that. No, you do get things done. And you're also Leos, Scorpios are very good financially. They know how to organize. You want somebody to run your company, you want a Scorpio. They're actually very wonderful business people. Rena, my cousin Rena, used to run a law office for many, many years. And I think she still is involved with them. She may still be running that law office. So I know Lori Towers is a publicist. Lynn Portis, God knows. And now we've met you, another Scorpio. So when did this start? What year did this start, Michael?
So in let's see, 2020 was the first year where we launched our organization and were able to provide some gifts for children.
Beautiful. 2020. That is so. It's a fairly young organization.
Yes. Yeah. We just actually had our third official fundraiser a couple of weeks ago.
Beautiful.
And every year we're growing. We're getting more supporters.
And it's Long Island specific, and I like that.
So it's not. It's we're going to touch as many children as we can wherever they are.
I love that.
So because we have relatives in other states, there have been children in other states that we've been able to help out during the Christmas season.
Oh, that's beautiful. How wonderful.
So our love knows no boundary.
I love that. I love that. And Danielle said someone should get you on News 12. If anybody out there knows anybody at News 12, let's get Dr. Michael Rodriguez on there. Now, Leo, Janet Betta has joined us. Bobby Kent has joined us. He's in Tennessee. Janet is in Connecticut, I believe.
You rang?
Yeah. Should we do a food section of the show, or do we have anything else we need to?
We have. Is it? Oh my goodness! Is it that time already?
It really is.
Well, I think you left the door open in the green room.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know who's back there, but let me just put the camera on and see.
Oh my goodness, it's Lynn Portis, genius.
Okay.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Michael. You were wonderful.
Oh,
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. I'm like crying listening.
Michael, I got to tell you this, the truth. Yeah. Lynn has been singing your praises since last year when we were both at Anthony Fett show, just singing your praises. All year she's been telling me about you. And and just talking to her the other day, I said, Linny, let's get him on. Oh, so she is just crazy about you. She loves you so much. And she always says, wait till you see him. He looks like Robert. Her brother.
Yeah, we look alike. All of the Rodriguez, the boys especially.
Yeah,
all resemble my brothers.
The Portis boys and the Rodriguez boys. I love that.
Yep.
So, Lynn, happy birthday, honey!
Thank you, everybody.
Happy birthday, Lynn.
Thank you, Mikey.
You look even more beautiful on camera. How is that possible?
I know, right? How is that possible? I know. And look how young she looks. It's her birthday.
Away with that.
So
she must be getting a year younger each year.
I think that's what's happening. She's going backwards. Sometimes you do that. You hit a certain point and you're like, I'm going the other way. I'm going there. My girlfriend told me that last night. She's like, you have to stop getting older. You have to go. I go, what do you mean? It's a good thing. She's like, no, you go backwards now. Okay, we're going to do the food section of our show.
Go ahead.
All right. So we have to, on the count of three, hold on. Excuse me.
God bless you, Doctor.
Bless.
Thank you, Leo. On the count of three, we all go 1, 2, 3. Go ahead. Keep eating. 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead.
Keep eating.
Okay, so every week, Michael, I cook for the show because I feel like it is a show about creativity. And you, of course, your creativity shines that you created this beautiful organization and you help children everywhere. So my creativity tonight, I cooked. And what did I make? So we have Thanksgiving, as we know. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Yes. I did not make turkey. I got chicken instead because I was going to get a turkey at BJ's. I had a free turkey coming and then something got screwed up. So I didn't get my free turkey today. So I made roasted chicken instead. I know. I'll go back tomorrow and get it because that's how I
I'm sure
am.
you will.
No, you don't understand. I didn't have my coupon with me, but I have it now. If it's the last thing I do, I'm getting that turkey. Anyway, so I have mashed potatoes. I have cranberry sauce, which is my favorite thing at Thanksgiving, and peas. How can you not love peas? Just a little plate for myself that I will enjoy tonight. Thursday, I'm going to my girlfriend's mother's house, and they're Cuban, so it's very different. It's not, we won't be having turkey. We will be having Cuban food, and it will be great. But I did buy pies, of course, which I will be partaking in.
You remember when I sent you that picture? What I sent you a couple of weeks ago?
Which
You
one?
want a turkey for Thanksgiving? I'll make a lasagna.
Oh my God. Well, we used to really, I mean, I'll tell you about that in a second.
That
What
looks
did I
great,
make first?
Maria.
Thank you, honey. I found this lettuce called red butter lettuce. So
Ooh.
what it is, it's like butter lettuce, which is Boston lettuce as well, but it's red. It's Lenny, you're gonna love this, and Dr. Rodriguez. It has more iron than spinach. So there's small leaves. It's red. It's delicious. It's a little bit bitter, but just perfectly bitter.
Is
I
it
put
crunchy?
apples. A little bit, but same texture as spinach, kind of.
That's right.
So we have apples. I put fresh Gala apples, and then I put blue cheese crumble and dried cranberries.
Oh, it looks good.
I know, does not look good. I'm going to put a pear infused vinegar from the New England Olive Oil Company, and also I'm going to put a toasted sesame olive oil. So pear infused vinegar, toasted sesame olive oil.
That's a very fall salad.
Exactly
very-
my
Very
favorite
pretty.
season.
Yes. we
Yes,
like
thank you. Well,
Very
you know, if
nice.
it looks good, it tastes good. That's what they tell me. And now, hold on a second. Yeah, I bought a little mini blueberry pie.
Oh.
Yes, because it is pie season after all. And I've been on the keto for like 2 months, and I'm going the hell off of it for Thanksgiving. Everybody get ready. I'm getting the sweatpants out. I don't care. It's Lynn's birthday. Can we sing?
Yay!
Happy birthday to Lynn Portis. Ready, everybody? Happy
Happy
birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday, dear
Lynn Portis
Lynn.
Genius.
Genius.
Very genius.
Happy birthday to you.
Lenny, you gotta wait.
Love
Gotta
you.
blow it out, Lenny. Blow it out. 1, 2. All right, there it is. She blew it out. I don't know
Wow.
how it got all the way from Long
How-
Island, but it
Look
happened.
at that. Wow.
I know.
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness. So let me ask you. You guys are cousins.
Yes.
And Lynn you were always musical. Like at family gatherings, did you play the piano and everybody sang?
Oh, we were a big family.
Yeah. So actually, I always look forward to the times that Lynn would say, "Okay, I'm coming out, bringing my piano, and I'm going to play music for your family."
I love it.
His mom and dad were my godparents.
Oh,
Oh.
My
really?
godmother and godfather.
Oh, that's so
Mom and dad.
sweet.
Yeah, they were the
And-
best.
And you both have lots of kids in your family, right? 6, and then Lynn, you have 7, right?
7, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. She beat us by 1. Her side of the family.
I love it. I love they beat you by 1. Is anybody else musical in the family, or is it just what?
They dance. The Rodriguez's dance.
Yeah.
They taught me how to dance.
Really?
Yeah, she can play. We can move, and together we can entertain anybody.
I love that. Oh, that is some fun stuff. To be a fly on the wall at one of those family gatherings, right?
No,
Those-
it's family, and they're very close. His brothers and sisters, all of them, all of you. Lori, who's on the show. Hi, Lori. I saw.
Oh, is that Lori Schultz?
That's his
Oh,
sister.
Oh, cool. And Kristen
Rita.
Piero's joined us
Richie,
too.
and then Robert. Okay, like these brothers and sisters, Dawn. Okay, they're all. This is them. They
Oh, I
are so
love it.
wonderful. Every last one of them, and they're so supportive. So when you go to the Master Elf, like Anthony said, your whole family, it's like you're also because wow, they're really
Yep.
so tight. Like
Yep,
and when
we-
you go there, anyone who's at this affair that Anthony Fett came and he was selling 50-50, he was wonderful.
Oh my God.
It's hard
Yeah.
to believe this is authentic.
cool.
There's nothing. This is real.
This
That's
is the
like
real
they
thing.
want to be there. They are raising money. They're like, let's go. Let's raise money for this. And it's hands-on, Maria. It's not like these other things where you don't know. You know where this is going, and they go
Yeah.
right to the arms of these children. Hi,
Oh,
Lori.
Yeah.
Right to the arms.
that's
Yeah,
so
so
beautiful.
we are a small but growing organization, and aside from the cost of the website, we don't really have any costs, right? So everything that is done by people in the organization, they are 100% volunteers at this point.
Wow. Great. To talk about a grassroots organization,
Yep.
like started from the heart. This is launched from the heart. I
Yep.
mean, that's how I would talk about this, to people. And like I said, we're going to post all this on our website, our page as well, or What's the Story with Maria page. And I would encourage our viewers and listeners, please feel free to share it if you like. You want to tell people once you've donated, you want to tell people, or you just want to share it, or whatever you want to do. And I don't think any amount is too little, but I'm sure they have amounts.
There is no amount that is too little. And honestly, it's not even about an amount. How about you identify a person in the community who's in need, and you
Oh,
let us know about them, and you let us
wow.
help them?
Michael,
That's so sweet.
that's important. That's so important.
And you know what? Let me tell you why this is really important too, because I work with kids, Michael. I work for a great organization called Road Recovery. We go into underserved communities and work with kids. We're all musicians and after school programs. Sometimes you don't know who that kid is that is in need because they don't want to come forward.
Right.
But because they don't want to admit that maybe they need something, or they're just thinking maybe their friend needs it more than they do. There's a lot of kids like that. Or a lot of families that are like, that's okay. Let them have it instead of us. But if you are someone and you know a family in need and you want to let Michael know about it, he's saying now he's opening up to that, especially if you're in the Long Island area. But, saying other things as well. I just think this is beautiful. Our friend Danielle is in Long Island. My friend Bobby Belfry, who I'm going to send this to, his family's from Long Island. Our friend Tom Carlia used to live out in Long Island. We have a lot of Long Island people, a lot. My
great.
friend Sergeant Brendan Ryan is out there. He's I can't remember exactly where, but we have a lot of people out there. So
Joe Cochran's family.
Oh, right.
They're all here.
Wow.
The producers, Tony and Tina, Kevin, all the Long Island people. From
Okay,
Tony.
so Robert Rodriguez, who is, I'm assuming, is your
Right.
brother, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez is my brother, but then there are two Robert Rodriguez, right? There's Robert Rodriguez, my brother, and Robert Rodriguez, my nephew.
Oh,
Robert Rodriguez, my nephew, is our mascot, Master Elf.
what? Do you think that's him right now? The Master Elf? I don't know. It could
Which
be.
Robert is it? I
We
think
don't-
it's your brother.
Okay.
Is it your brother, Mike?
I don't know. I don't know
Yes.
who's there.
Well, we'll check at the end of the
Ask
show.
him that.
Oh,
Ask
let me. I'm looking at my phone as well because my phone. I'm on the What's the Story with Maria. This one is coming
Robert.
on my page. So we have. Let me see. Hector Garcia is watching. I believe he is in Miami. Sandra Ricardo, who is my neighbor for where I grew up in Massachusetts. Her parents were my neighbors. They are watching. So we want to welcome to Bobby Kent. He's in Tennessee, is watching. So we want to welcome everybody and remind them, if you just joined us, we are talking to Dr. Michael Rodriguez, and he is a pediatrician. He's also internal medicine, and he has
brother. Your brother.
Okay, Master Elf Inc. And they raise money to give presents to children in need. And we are going to put that themasterelf.org. Please click on that at the end of the show, or now, whenever you want, or tomorrow, whenever you like, and please go and check it out. You will be doing such a great thing. And we are hashtagging Giving Tuesday, although you do not have to wait till Tuesday to do it, but make that your Tuesday donation. Maybe you have other things you donate to. Great, you can do that as well. But we just wanted to let you know about this beautiful organization. And
yeah,
go ahead, Michael. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say there are so many wonderful organizations out there. Okay, And I wish that we could say that we could take care of every child in need, but the reality is we can't. So
Right.
we need all of those sister organizations. And if we
Right.
all work together, we can work to put a smile on the face of every child.
And you know what? Aesthetically speaking, I mean, not aesthetically, spiritually speaking, they say that for every every person that you touch in the world, the ripple effect is 7 people. So every life that is changed affects 7 more lives. So I always am very moved by that, you know. So just think a little boy or girl gets something on their wish list and that their lives are forever changed because they don't forget that. Help us put a smile on the face of every child. I love this. So every child that's affected, the ripple effect up into the universe is 7. And it's a very difficult time right now in the world. There's a lot of sadness and there's a lot of struggle. And I got to tell you, because I work with kids, don't think that kids are not internalizing all of the sadness that's out in the world. They take it in, they're quiet about it, but it does affect them. And if there's a way that a beautiful guy like Michael Rodriguez and all his little elves
The
can
Elf
help
Squad.
the elf squad can help to change the vibration, why wouldn't we help out? So I know I'm going there right after the show. I'm gonna go and donate. And I encourage you, and please share the show if you like, or just share the website if you like. Let your friends know about it. We want to just spread the word about wonderful people that are doing this. Lisa, is there a Lisa Rodriguez? I thought I just saw her pop
Hi,
up.
Lisa.
Yeah, okay, you see? All these great people are popping on.
His sister, Lisa.
I love that. Okay, so we're coming very close to the end of our show. I can't believe that the hour flew
Elf
by.
Squad, the Elf Squad.
The
Ron
elf squad.
Delaney.
So, Liddy,
Ron
what do you?
Politi is one of our trusted board members.
Oh, how cool!
Yeah.
Ron.
And also from Long Island.
He is from Long Island. He's somebody that I grew up with. So we have a board of 4 people. It's Lisa Rodriguez, my wife, Alexa Rodriguez, my niece, and Ron Politi, who is my longtime best friend. And he's the money guy in the group, so he keeps us very accountable for everything we do.
I love that. You have to have one of those in every group.
Absolutely.
For sure. For sure. There's always one of those in every group. That's my sister. My sister.
I was
would
going to
be-
say it's not you and it's not me.
No, I don't. Please don't put me in charge of money. I'll be giving it away. We won't have any left over from anything else. But my sister is very good. I call her the boss. She knows how to do it. I just turn everything over to her. But anyway, okay. So we have like about a minute or 2 left. So Linny, what do you want to leave the show? Oh, also I want to put a plug in for 108 Waverly, which is a show that Lynn Portis co-wrote with Dan Clancy. It is showing at the Foundry Theater in Fort Lauderdale,
Yes.
Florida, until December 10th, right?
Yeah, December 10th. We're done.
Okay, so and if you want to get tickets to that, you go to Robert Larson, Larson,
Ronnie.
thank you, RonnieLarson.com.
Yeah, we're almost all sold out. So we've been running for 6 weeks of a run. We're just about at the end. Yeah.
Oh, you're
So
on.
it was a
It's
wonderful
been
show.
sold out.
Well, we have some tickets left. The last.
Okay, but go and check it out. And if you're in the Florida area, the space Fort Lauderdale, which a lot of our listeners are, please go and check it out. It's amazing. I saw the show in New York many years ago.
I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, honey. Thank you, honey. I love that. And Robert, before you're going to be our last sign off, but hold on one second. I do want to send a happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. And I always have to show this picture on Thanksgiving week. It was my mother's favorite holiday, Thanksgiving. She was from Italy, but she would dress up as a pilgrim. And she would say, "Today I am a pilgrim." And my father would say, "There were no Italian pilgrims." And she'd say, "Yes, I am a pilgrim." And so my mother is in heaven, and it was her favorite holiday. She made little dresses for my niece and my other cousin. And my niece here now is in the Air Force. So that's how long ago this was. But so a shout out to our troops and sending much love to our troops around the world. And my mother in heaven, who just loved Thanksgiving. So now let me ask you, And Danielle is laughing. LOL, Mrs. G. Michael, what would you like to leave us with? You're going to have the last word.
So what I want to say is, number one, thank you for having me on the show. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share with your audience what they can help us do to enrich the lives of the children in our community. Okay? Help
Thank
us
you.
put a smile on the face of every child. And if you know of a child in need, please reach out to us.
Oh, that's beautiful, honey. I just think it's beautiful. Thank you so much. Leo Rodriguez, would you like to join us, honey, before we close up the night? We have to have Leo here. Hi,
you,
honey.
Leo.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, Leo. Would you like to say anything, honey?
Be thankful. There's a lot of other people who are going through a lot, so be thankful for what you do got.
Absolutely. Take a minute and whatever you're stressed out about, say, you know what? I'm going to put that on the shelf. I'm not going to be stressed out this week. I'm just going to do good. Just channel love, and go and check out the masterelf.org and let them know. Let's keep these beautiful things going. Thank you, Danielle. Great show. Thank you, Maria, Leo, Michael.
Thank you to everybody.
Yep. And let's send it out. Let's send it out into the airwaves. Michael, can't thank you enough. Lenny, happy birthday.
Thanks.
Leo, you know I love you to pieces. Thank you, everybody. Come back every Tuesday. We are here. We love and appreciate.